Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I have the NECA Toys Alf action figure. This is a bit of a weird one. First of all, hello new set. This is my new background. I've been working on it for a little while now. It's not done yet, and it's mainly not done specifically because I have a couple accessories I need to get that are in some action figures. Starting with this one right here, I bought this specifically for the action figure, or not the action figure, specifically for the accessories, because as far as Alf goes, it's not really something I care about. Alf wasn't a thing when I was a child. It was really only a thing I learned about from like other YouTubers, like Nostalgia Critic or stuff like that. So that's really the only way I know about Alf. But he comes with some really cool accessories that I think could really help this this little diorama I have here. So basically, this is supposed to be like a little 90s bedroom set, and so far it kind of works. It's just missing a couple things. Mainly, if I open this up right here, a TV and a video game system. I was mainly looking for a TV, but this also comes with a video game console, and I thought that was perfect for this little diorama here. I also I have the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 Secret of the Ooze 2-pack with one of the Foot Ninjas, I believe. He comes with a specifically like a punching bag and like a little weapon rack thing, and I thought, okay, this side could be, video games, and this side could be like working out, like a typical 90s basement, where it's kind of like your hangout room. You have some workout equipment over here, some video games over here, a nice couch, basically, that kind of thing. So that's what I'm trying to build here. So I need this and I need that I need to open that up in order to finish this diorama, and then maybe a couple more posters. I have a couple here, so let's move this out of the way. I have, a couple posters. I have a Goonies poster, Star Wars. I just looked up like 90s poster to get this UFO thing right here. Nirvana, of course, right there. I have some books and, these little mini pops. Obviously, this isn't exactly 90s. Same with like this Lotso Bear, these Moana, Tinkerbell, stuff like that. It's not exactly 90s, but there's got to be a little bit of suspension of disbelief. Is that how you say that? Because, I can't get everything 90s. I really have to work with what I have here. So, it's just general stuff. These books right here, these are like the Mini Brands books, which are actually really cool. These little miniature books that you can buy. Really neat. You can actually open them up and read if you wanted to. They come with like little magnifying glasses. See if I can get it to focus on the words. The words are tiny, so you definitely need the magnifying glasses, but it's still a cool little detail, and I thought that really added to what I had going on here, along with, the pops kind of just, they look like general toys. I had some miniature things like this little NASCAR thing right here. I already had this, so I was like, okay, I'll just add that to the collection. Other stuff I've been collecting, because there's like a surge of miniature accessories, like these little toys here. So I've been just buying what I can to kind of build up a little collection to add to this room, because I knew I was going to build this for a while now, and I've been working on it for a long time. And I think I'm to the point where I can officially use it. So I also want to go over a couple things like this table right here specifically. I bought like a Harry Potter mini thing, and it's like a little goop that you stir in with other goop and make this right here, this little slime thing. I don't know, it's kind of neat, I suppose. I thought it kind of worked in this room. It's just an odd thing. You can see all the glitteriness sunk to the bottom, so that's a little disappointing. It's not the coolest thing in the world. I bought it just to see, if it was worth my time. Got stuff all over my hands. Really wasn't, but it did come with this table, which I think is perfect for what I'm doing here. Nice little coffee table. I'm going to use that to kind of set up, maybe they're having a party down here in the basement, so I got some Some cheese balls, Planters cheese balls. That's pretty cool. Uh, some potato chips, stuff like that. Pizza Hut. This thing I'm actually going to replace because in this Alf box, it actually comes with pizza. So I'm going to use that one instead because it looks a lot better. The NECA pizzas look really, really good. This one, it is name brand. It is, Pizza Hut, but it's a tiny box, and if I open it up, it doesn't really look that good, as you can see right there. Not the best looking pizza. I mean, it's alright. Maybe a nice little wash on that could make it look a little bit better, but I'm going to replace that because this does come with something better. I thought something like this kind of worked in the room, a little suitcase. I'm going to keep adding stuff to it as time goes on. But for now, let's go ahead and get into it. Starting with the front of this box, specifically this Alf box. I find it funny. This is some really cool packaging, very 80s style packaging. But you can see this picture of Alf is just actually out of focus. That's kind of funny. Totally 80s ultimate action figure. Another action figure, gag me. I don't know anything about Alf. I don't know what he sounds like. I just know he's from the 80s. And he eats cats. On the side of the box, you have this nice picture of Alf. I believe it is, there we go, in focus now. More Alf things on the back of the box. Let's do lunch, blah, blah, blah. He's like an alien, and now he lives with this family, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. I've never seen anything Alf related. And then more things on the side of the box. I do love this packaging. If you wanted to keep it in the box, you can open it up. Look at what you could play with if you took it out of the box, I suppose. Comes with a lot of accessories, and a lot of accessories that I specifically needed. So I'm very excited for this action figure. So I guess let's go ahead and transition to the figure. Okay, so there's a lot to go over with here. I guess we'll go over the accessories first, starting, I guess, with this skateboard right here. Very cool 80s style skateboard with a picture of Alf jumping over the earth, or I guess, hold on. I can't not know what that's called, so I gotta look it up. What's it called when... Oh, orbit. I remembered as I was Googling. Alright. Let's start over. Okay, so this is pretty much all you get. You do get a nice assortment of goodies here, as you usually do with these NECA style toys. I guess we'll start with this skateboard right here. This very cool 80s style skateboard of Alf, and he's orbiting Earth right there. Very brown planet, very dry brown planet, which is unfortunate, but it looks awesome. You have nice textures to it. The chipping on the board, it's clearly been well used. The wheels do spin. That's a nice detail. Everything else is just pretty much stationary, so that is unfortunate, but it's still pretty cool. You do have the nice whatever these are. I don't know what these are. They weren't on skateboards when I was a kid. We just have the normal skateboards. I think these are probably to stiffen up the board and prevent it from, like, bowing, I would assume, if I had to guess. And then they just got rid of it because they realized skateboards can handle it and it really limits functionality. That's what I would have to assume that's for, but I don't really know. If you guys know what that is for on these older skateboards, let me know. I do know this is kind of like when you're stopping your board, this is to protect it, because back in the day, boards only went that way. It wasn't like, omnidirectional. You couldn't just switch like you can on modern boards. It was really meant to go that way, and then you'd stop on one side, and this would kind of protect it from scuffing, I would assume. I'm really just assuming. I don't actually know. This awesome cell phone right here. These are how big cell phones used to be. It is pretty big, which might be out of scale to like regular, like a Marvel Legends or a WWE Elite, which might make it look a little goofy in the set. But it is, I don't know, these cell phones were pretty big back in the day, so it kind of works, maybe. I don't know. This might not be something that stays in the set just because of the size. I think they sized it up just a little bit to make it fit with this character specifically. But I don't know. It looks really really cool, so I would like to keep it. It's just a little comically large, which NECA is slightly bigger scale than like a regular old Marvel Legends. So that is an issue that I would have to deal with regardless. But it's still pretty cool. This is such an awesome little accessory. This little Rubik's cube here. It is solved, which is you know but it's so cool to have a little Rubik's cube in this little room. I was wanting something like this so badly. I was daydreaming like, God, it would be so cool to get a Rubik's cube and like put it in the room. But how do you get something at that scale that looks this good? And it just came in the set. Like I didn't even realize it until I opened it. This was in the set already. So I'm gonna actually put that here in the bookshelf because I think that's a good spot for it. Then we have some nice glasses for Alf himself. These look pretty cool. We'll see what they look like on him here in a little bit. Fairly basic. They are large for Alf's large head. We have this soda right here, Fusco. It's probably one of those Sprite type drinks. Very nice, very cool can right here. It is, again, on the larger side of cans, but it is pretty cool. This awesome pizza box here. It is cardboard, so I do have to be careful with it because it can get damaged a lot more easily than like anything else here. But you have pizza. You tried the best, now try the rest, and it is a picture of Alf right there. Very cool looking pizza box. It's a lot better looking than that Pizza Hut box over there. And then when you open it up, not only is there pizza inside that I put in there, which looks amazing. This pizza looks absolutely fantastic. But the box has stains all over it. It looks so cool and realistic. It has the pizza stains, and I love that. So I'm definitely gonna keep this box over that Pizza Hut box. Then we have the game console right over here. It is generic game console. It's just the what is it? NECA Entertainment System TG5000 power buttons and probably a reset button right there. He is playing. What is he playing? Can we see? It is Alien. Alien. I have to look with my actual eyes. Alien Life Forms is the game he is playing on this retro style console. The NECA Entertainment System, which is still technically NES, so that's clever. And then it comes with this really cool controller, very classic, and it's actually attached to the console, which is a very cool touch. Very odd positioning for the plugins, though. It's on the side, which is interesting, but it's still pretty cool. I do love this soft coil, but I am afraid it will break, so I won't be moving this too much more after I put it in place. We'll probably set it right there. And then, of course, the thing I was after most in this set is this NECA TV. I remember a few months to years ago, I saw a NECA action figure, and I believe it was horror related, that action figure. And it came with a TV, and the TV had like one of those 3D effects where if you turned it, it would change the picture. I believe it was like Halloween, Season of the Witch inspired, because it was like children, and it was like 3 children, and they came with a TV. And I wanted to get that one for this set because it's been sitting in my Target for like years, and when I went to look for it, just gone. It wasn't there. So I was really bummed. I'm like, okay, I'll have to order it online. It'll probably be expensive, whatever. And then I found this, and I was like, my day is saved. It is Alf, which is, like I said, I don't care about Alf, but it's a TV. I could change this image easily enough if I wanted to. In fact, the picture, the little sticker here, is kind of peeling up already. So really, all I would need to do is pull that off and plop in whatever else I want to be this image. But I'll probably go ahead and just keep it this Alf image because who cares, honestly. As long as I have this little set right here, I'm good to go. It has beautiful dials, everything you would need on an old classic TV, looking great. And actually, you can like hook it up and like if you wanted to wall mount it, I guess we'll use the wall right here. If you wanted to wall mount it, you could. That's out of focus, But you could do that. So that is an awesome, awesome detail. I love this TV already. It is a little too large for this little stand right here. The stand might not stay how it is. I might put in a different little stand, but for now, that is pretty cool. And then we actually have accessories for Alf himself. So starting with this hand right here, this is kind of like a pointing finger, just your regular old typical pointing hand. Very nice, not too closed. It's just a very loosely like he's over there type of thing. And then we have one for the left hand as well. We have kind of like a holding hand. I maybe this fits the cell phone. It's about that size, yeah. Perfect. So he can hold the cell phone if you wanted him to. That is pretty good right there. Nice texturing on all these hands. They all have little pads on the whatever this part of the hand is called. I guess pad, right? That kind of makes sense. I believe this hand right here is specifically for maybe adjusting the glasses because it's a very thin hole, so you can place the glasses like so, and like maybe he's lifting his glasses up just a hair or whatever. I believe that's what these are for. I can't really think of what else they would be for. Maybe to hold the skateboard. Maybe if you forced it open a little bit, or a slice of pizza might fit in that hand. Yeah, you can hold various things with this hand. There's like a little hair right here stuck on it. And then drink holding hand. So if I plug that drink in there, this hand will hold it. Very nice accessories all around for Alf. And then the actual figure itself, Alf, the alien life form, comes with this cool t-shirt that says "No Problem" on it. Alf was really a cultural phenomenon, wasn't he, back in the day? Or at least that's what they sold him as. I don't know if he was ever as popular as Build, but still pretty cool icon of the 80s. I do like this t-shirt. There's no way to take it off, really, unless I maybe broke the figure, I guess. If I took it apart, maybe I could get the shirt off. Not that I want to, but you know. Looking fairly cool, very 80s, obviously, very hairy, and has this. You definitely wouldn't see an alien designed like this nowadays. They would probably go with something a little more cute, I guess. Very interesting look. He kind of looks like a cross between like a Wookiee and other furry animals. Very Star Warsy, I guess, is the vibe I'm getting from this. Really, he kind of looks like if Wookiees lived far, far into the future and became this. I guess. I don't know. This face is a little. Well, I guess it's like if a bunch of alien creatures kind of mixed together, we'd get this. Very odd face. I always thought he was the camel guy, the camel cigarette character. Didn't he do that? My dad used to have a denim jacket of Alf smoking cigarettes. I don't know if that was like official merch. Did he smoke cigarettes in the show? Was he not like a kid friendly character? He feels kid friendly, but I don't know. He did eat cats. That's like the only thing I know about him is the cigarettes, and he ate cats. I I don't know. But beyond that, let's go over accessories. You do have, or not accessories, articulation. You do have an insane amount of articulation in this little figure right here. Starting with, I guess, the head, because there's a lot going on here. Not only do you have the swivel left to right, all the sorry, I'm getting burps, all the way around like so. His mouth opens, so you can lift his head up just a bit, and it kind of lifts, it separates from the lower part of his jaw, which is cool. And then the jaw will go up and down, but the jaw or the upper head also kind of turns. So if you wanted him to turn just a little bit off center, so his mouth is not aligned, you can do that for some odd reason. I enjoy it because it makes him look very silly, but I don't know why they did that. He can tilt in various ways. I'm trying to see the lower. It looks like there's a lower neck joint. It feels absolutely wonderful. I love, love, love the articulation in his head. Looking very cool, very nice, very wonderful. The arms come up to about right there, which is about what I would expect. Rotates all the way around like so. Double jointed elbows in a weird kind of way. So you have a joint here and a joint here, and it bends to about right there, and it looks absolutely disturbing. It looks very odd. It looks very broken, but I guess it kind of works. This is really a typical NECA style elbow, but it looks especially odd on this character. The wrist goes in, the wrist goes out, the wrist goes all the way around. So you can see kind of a lot of the plastic on this figure is a little bit more soft, so you can get a lot more bend out of certain areas. Like his hand, the ends on the wrist kind of moves out of the way just a little bit. Um, let's see. So you have a waist articulation. It is hidden by the shirt, and with good reason, because that looks absolutely horrible. But he does get a little bit going back, just a little bit going forward, just a little bit wiggles side to side, not too much. Legs are on an interesting series of things. So they're on a little ball right here, which allows it to move up and down and then do the splits absolutely wonderfully. He can really rock the splits. And then it looks like it's on another kind of joint right there. So it looks like it will. Oh no, it just spins on the ball. But if I lock the ball, yeah, so it'll spin independently of the ball. That's interesting. It'll go up until that point right there. Um, Interesting. Why is that needed? I guess is my question. Because it spins fine enough without it. I don't know. Interesting. Single jointed knees does not move very easily, but it does come to about 90, which is nice. The feet are my real problem area because it's kind of rounded off, and you would think it looks bottom heavy and it feels bottom heavy, but when I go to stand him up, he does not want to stand on these feet at all because they're so rounded. Any amount of weight in the wrong direction really just tips him over. As far as articulation goes, it feels kind of like Omni. It'll just go in whatever direction because I believe it's just on a regular old ball. No, actually, that's a swivel joint. You can't see what I'm seeing because the lighting, but it's on a swivel joint, and then it will move inside of that swivel. I don't know. There's weird things going on in this ankle, and I can't quite see what's happening here. Interesting. That I don't know, man. That's Alf. It's very cool. I really enjoy this figure. I just don't get this character. Let me zoom in. I just really don't get this character. He comes with a ton of accessories. He looks very good aesthetically. He looks very, very nice. But the accessories alone, I would have paid $30 for all these accessories. But the fact that it comes with a pretty decent figure, again, not a figure I care too much about, but a pretty decent figure is just icing on the cake. This is a really, really good value for what you get here. It's about $35 is what I paid, which is standard NECA pricing. But this is outstanding. I don't care about Alpha at all, but I am very happy to have this figure in my collection. Just because the figure alone is great. The accessories are what sold me, but the figure is actually really, really nice. So I'm very happy with this purchase I've made. So yeah, let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Was this worth it? I mean, it is. You don't have to tell me. It is worth it. But do you like Alf? Is this a cool little release for you Alf fans in 2024? I forgot the glasses. The one thing I noticed about the glasses is they do not want to actually go on. So there's these kind of cutouts here, right by his head. You can see one right in that ear area, and then the other one is kind of under the hair. But the one under the hair is way too stiff, and I cannot get it to go through that hole at all. And I don't want to break it, but it just will not go. no matter what I do to get the glasses to go through that hole, it's just too thin and too stiff to make it through that hole. So unfortunately, they just have to park right there. Which actually, now that I'm looking at it, this might be the intended positioning. It might actually just be that way. It might stay in that position, which is fine. It does look a bit odd, but it's fine. But yeah, like I said, let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Leave a like, leave a comment, leave a subscribe. All the things YouTubers ask you to do, just do for me as well. And I will be back with another video, hopefully very, very soon. Bye.